Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In this video, we will learn about open balls in a metric space. So first of all, let's start with the definition of open ball. So let x comma d be a metric space given to you, right? Where obviously x is a non-empty set and d is a metric defined on x. Okay, choose any point p from x and any r positive. Okay, so where r is a radius, then open ball centered at p, centered at p and of radius r is denoted by is denoted by b, which stands for ball, p stands for center, r stands for radius, and it is defined as set of all points in x such that d of x and p is less than r. Okay, d of x and p is less than r. Now we will talk about this particular definition with some illustration. But keep in mind that this illustration is merely for the purpose of understanding. It does not reflect the exact metric space under consideration because X is a non-empty set. It can be anything, right? So that completely depends on the set under consideration. I'm just providing illustration for clear understanding of definition. So suppose this is your X for an example, okay? And suppose this is your point P. Now, what I'm going to do, suppose I have fixed some radius r, then definitely I'm going to collect all the points which are at a distance less than r from P. So suppose this is all the points which are at a distance less than r from P. Okay, so let me shade this region. Okay, so now this is collection of all the points in a metric space X which are at a distance less than r from P, right? So this will be, so suppose this is distance r and this will be nothing but a open ball around P of radius r. Okay, now let's try to understand this definition in more detail with some concrete examples. So first of all, we will take an example of real numbers. So let x equal to real numbers and d be the usual metric on r, that is distance usual metric, or say distance. Okay, now I want to show that this particular metric, how does open balls of r look like. So for that, choose one point from real number, so let p belongs to r, and also choose some positive radius. Now what is bpr? So bpr is equal to, as per the definition, set of all points x in x such that d of x comma p is less than r. But as I already told you that d is a usual distance, so function is defined like this: d of x comma y is equal to mod of x minus y. So that is why this set will be simplified as x belongs to x such that mod of x minus p is less than r. But since mod can be either positive or negative of the number inside the mod, so there are two possible cases. So you can easily understand if mod of x minus p is mod of x minus p is just x minus p, that is the x minus p is positive. Okay, so we'll have a case x minus p less than r, and since we are finding conditions on x, okay, so x is less than p plus r. Okay, and secondly, if mod of x minus p is minus of inside number, that is x minus p. Okay, so we will have condition minus of x minus p is less than r, so that is minus x plus p less than r. So definitely we will have minus x less than minus p, plus r, and if we multiply both the sides by minus, then x is greater than p minus r. Okay, so this is equal to x belongs to x such that p minus r is less than x and x is less than p plus r. And since we are on a real line, real numbers, this definitely reflects an interval from p minus r to p plus r. So in case of real numbers, open balls look like intervals in the usual metric. For example, suppose I'm taking p equal to 5, and if I'm taking radius as 3, then definitely open ball around 5 of radius 3 will be equal to interval, that is 5 minus 3 and 5 plus 3. So that is equal to 2, 8. So it is an interval from 2 to 8 where both the points are excluded because we want distance less than 3. Okay, let's have one more example. Okay, so for this example we'll move to R2 and we will consider again Euclidean metric. Okay, so let x equal to R2. Okay, and D2 be the metric given to you, that is Euclidean metric. So you know how Euclidean metric is defined. So that is defined as d2 of x comma y is equal to square root of x1 minus y1 square plus x2 minus y2 square. Okay, so let's try to find out open balls in this particular metric space. So for that we will take one point P belong to R2. Okay, so let us say that P is a point P1 comma P2, and suppose R is a positive radius. I want to find out open ball about point P of radius R. So that is equal to, by definition, that is equal to set of all points x belongs to R2, that is x is x1 x2, such that d of x comma p is less than r. So let me just write here that x is nothing but x1 comma x2. So that is equal to, by definition, x belongs to R2 such that d of x comma p means d of x1 x2 and p1 p2. So by definition that is square root of x1 minus p1 square plus x2 minus p2 square less than r. If we'll simplify this further, this is x belongs to R2 such that squaring both sides, this is obviously x1 minus p1 square plus x2 minus p2 square less than r square. And if we look at the boundary of this open ball, definitely it reflects a circle, right? So this is a circle, so diagrammatically we can draw it. So suppose this is your point p1 p2, right? So definitely center will be at p1 p2 and r will be the radius. So this, okay, something like this, and we will exclude the boundary because we want distance less than r square. So this is interior of circle which is centered at p1 p2 and which is of radius r. Okay, excluding the boundary. That is the open ball in this particular Euclidean metric. Now we will move to further some more examples of open balls, but for that we need to consider another interesting metric space, which is nothing but a discrete metric space. So first of all, I will tell you what is the meaning of a discrete metric space, and then we'll try to understand how open balls in discrete metric space look like. Okay, so let's have a look at discrete metric space. So for that, we will take a non-empty set X. Okay, so let X be a non-empty set. Okay, define D from X cross X to R as d of x comma y equal to 1 if x not equal to y, and 0 if x equal to y. Okay, now this is again a metric because we can easily understand that d of xy is non-negative because its values are 1 and 0, so it is obviously non-negative, greater equals 0. It is 0 if and only if x equal to y, right? So that condition is proved. D of xy is same as d of yx. Okay, and again we can prove the tangent inequality. Okay, that's quite easy to understand. Let's try to understand how open balls in this metric space look like. So for that we will have two cases. The first case is that suppose P is a point taken from X and R is a positive radius. I will have two different cases, that is either R is greater equal 1 or R is less than 1. Okay, so in both the cases let's try to find an open ball about P of radius R. So BPR equals to X belongs to X such that D of X comma P is less than R. Okay, but since R is greater equal 1, okay, we have both the values, means 0 is also possible, 1 is also possible. So X belongs to X such that D of X comma P equal to 0 or D of X comma P equal to 1, because we are dealing with this case right now. We are dealing with this R is greater equal 1, right? So if this is the case, then definitely you'll find that all the points satisfy this because d of x y have only two values, 0 and 1. So in this case open ball will be complete x. Now in this case, how open ball will look like? So bpr equals to x belongs to x such that d of x comma p is less than r. Again the same definition, but r is less than 1, so we have to write that x belongs to x such that d of x comma p less than 1, and only possible value of d of xp will be 0 then, because we want d of xp less than 1. So d of xp equal to 0, and there is only one point which satisfies this condition, that is x equal to p. So this open ball is singleton p. Okay, now one interesting fact about discrete metric space is that if we'll take two different points, two different radius, then also we'll find the same open ball. For example, suppose I'm taking radius as 2 and radius as 3, and here I'm taking point P, say as say any point. For example, I'm taking x equal to r, and suppose I'm taking P as a point, say 1, and suppose here I'm taking point P as a 4. And since r is 2, r is 3, r is obviously greater equal 1, and we have seen here that if r is greater equal 1, open ball is whole x. So in both the cases here, b12 will be real number, and here b4 3 will be equal to real number. So points are different, radius are different, but open balls are same. Okay, so that's the interesting case of discrete metric space. So with this we'll stop here. We'll discuss about open sets in the next video. Till then, stay tuned. Thank you.